Greetings and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading. The second is a discussion of the reading followed by suggested journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us today. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps spread the word and grow this community of self-reparenting. Now for a few updates. First, I'm excited to introduce our Patreon community, where for a small monthly fee, you can join us for 3 weekly reparenting support meetings. Sundays, we have a guided meditation for emotional grounding. On Tuesdays, we have a book club discussion for deeper discussions and growth. And on Thursdays, we have open topic conversations for real-time support on any topics that may come up. You can find all of the details about what's included in this community by going to the Reparenting Daily website and checking out the community tab. In addition, we now have a WhatsApp support group, a global network of fellow travelers available anytime you need encouragement, guidance, or simple connection. This is just one of the many ways we're building a strong, supportive space for your reparenting journey. The next announcement is that I've just released my first few books. The first is the Reparenting Daily Journal, a structured 365-day guide to help you work through reparenting day by day. Starting in 2025, each month focuses on a key theme with weekly sub-themes. The Reparenting Daily podcast episodes align with the journal, making it an interactive and immersive experience to help you stay focused and ensure real progress this year. Now for the next announcement, I'm thrilled to introduce Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily, a collection of 3 books inspired by Jungian analysis, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and most importantly, the work of Marie-Louise von Franz. These short, simple stories are designed to help you reconnect with your inner child and experience healing through storytelling. What makes these books unique? Well, at the end of each story, there's a deep dive analysis exploring its themes, explored by journal prompts to help you reflect on how these lessons relate to your personal journey. All of these books are now available on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look and support this project. Reparenting is a journey of growth, iterative change, and continuous improvement. Much like nurturing the bonsai tree, it requires patience, care, consistency, and attention. Thanks for being here and supporting this work, and for committing on your journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is again from the article from Positive Psychology, What is Self-Worth and How Do We Build It? That we read yesterday. Just as a reminder, we're in June, and the theme for this month is Cultivating Self-Worth and Self-Love. We're in week 1, which is the 1st to the 7th. And the theme for this week is Understanding Self-Worth. We're now going to be reading the section entitled What Determines Self-Worth. According to self-worth theory, self-worth is determined mostly by our evaluated abilities, and our performance in one or more activities that we deeply value. However, people commonly use yardsticks to measure their self-worth. Here are 5 of the top factors people use to measure and compare their self-worth to the worth of others. Number 1, appearance. Whether measured by the number on the scale, the size of their clothing, or the kind of attention they receive from others. Number 2, net worth. This can mean income, material possessions, financial assets, or all of the above. Number 3, who you know, your social circle. Some people judge their own value and the value of others by their status and what is important and what important and influential people they know. Number 4, what do you do, your career? We often judge others by what they do. For example, a stockbroker is often considered more successful and valuable than a janitor or a teacher. Number 5, what do you achieve? As noted earlier, we frequently use achievements to determine someone's worth, whether it's our own worth or someone else's, such as success in business, so scores on the SAT, or placement in a marathon or other academic or athletic challenge. Author Jamie Wong is on a mission to correct misunderstandings about misperceptions of self worth. Instead of listing all the factors that go into self worth, she outlines what does not determine your self worth, or what you should determine, or what you should not use to determine your self worth. Your to do list. Achieving goals is great, and it feels wonderful to cross things off your to do list, but it doesn't have a direct relationship with your worth as a human. Your job, it doesn't matter what you do. What matters is that you do it well and that it fulfills you. Number three, your social media following, it doesn't matter. Your social media following, it doesn't matter how many people think you're worthy of a follow or retweet. It can be enlightening and healthy to consider the perspective of others, but their opinions have no impact on our innate value. Your age, you are too young or too old for anything. Your age is simply a number and does not factor into your value as a human being. Other people, as noted above, it doesn't matter what other people think or what other people have done or accomplished. Your personal satisfaction and fulfillment are much more important than what others are thinking, saying, or doing. How far you can run. Your mile run time is the least important factor of your self worth. If you enjoy running and feel fulfilled by improving your time, that's good for you. If not, good for you. Your ability to run does not determine your self worth. Your grades, just as we all have different strengths and weakness, some of us are simply not cut out for class. This has no bearing on our value as a person. A straight A student is just as valuable and worthy as a straight F student or dropout. The number of friends you have, your value of a human is not, absolutely not, determined by how many friends you have or how many connections you have, but instead by the quality of those relationships. Your relationship status, whether flying solo, casually dating, or in a committed relationship, your value is exactly the same. Your relationship status doesn't alter your worth. Money or lack thereof in the bank. If you have enough money to physically survive, which can in fact be zero, then you have achieved the maximum amount of worth you can get from money. Hint, it's zero. Your likes, it doesn't matter if you have good taste or not, if your friends' acquaintances think you're sophisticated, or if you have an eye for the finer things. Your worth is the same either way. Anything or anyone but yourself. Here we get to the heart of the matter. You are the only one who determines your own self worth. If you believe you are worthy and valuable, you are worthy and valuable. Even if you don't believe you are worthy and valuable, guess what? You are still worthy and valuable. Thank you. And that's the reading for today. Today's reading reminds us that many of the external markers we use to judge our worth, such as appearance, income, career, relationships, or achievements, are ultimately shadow and unstable indicators. When we tie our self worth to these things, we end up trapped in constant comparison, anxiety, and performance based criticism. True emotional balance requires shifting away from these external yardsticks and towards an inner knowing that our worth is inherent, not earned. This shifts form the emotional foundations. This shift forms the emotional foundations of our healing. In reparenting, this awareness is essential. Many of us grew up with caregivers who withheld love unless we were pleasing, productive, or perfect. As a result, our inner child internalized the belief that we had to earn our right to exist, and reparenting helps us unlearn this. It teaches us to affirm our worth unconditionally, just as we would small children. With gentle practice, we become the loving parent we never had, one who says, "You are already good enough. You don't need to prove anything to be loved." If you go into the journal prompts today, number one, what external factors, looks, job, relationship, have I used to measure my self worth? Where did I learn these patterns? And number two, what did it feel like to believe I'm worthy even when I'm not achieving, succeeding, or being praised? And number three, what if I could say one thing to my inner child about their worth? What would it be? And what do they most need to hear right now? As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.